Oh, hoyo, hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. I would like to spit this out really quickly because at first I wasn't going to say anything because I've already said something about it. But since that I keep hearing stuff and I keep hearing men in person, online, in the movies, basically everywhere, there's at least one man, even though there's many, many more, there's at least one man that has something to say about women or their attire. And there's nothing wrong about telling people, or particularly women, about themselves. But with me, the problem comes in is when the men are out of order. When you're out of order, it's one of those things like, ooh, it's kind of hard for me to listen, or kind of hard for her to listen to you when you're out of order. So this is basically dress code. So mind you, I do not watch Pop the Balloon. But this particular short that I seen, I guess a guy, he got all of his balloons popped because he said, oh, well, when it comes to women, I don't like women with makeup or hair on. So they all said, bah, 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 because more than likely they all got makeup and hair on because they're in a effing movie. So they all said, bah, 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 pretty much because this is my thing. And the problem with him, because that's his preference, hey, no makeup, no hair, no nail. Okay, thank you. The problem with him, he had on skinny jeans. And I'm thinking like, good, which are AKA leggings. And this was something, it was another man. Calm down. There's another man online pretty much saying, oh, you guys, men like natural women. Pretty much like, go natural, go natural. Then we'll like you. We'll stop, we'll spit the dicks out and go to if you just go natural. And I'm thinking like, so again, you want the woman to be natural on a straight and narrow. You want her to shut the hell up and have dinner ready by 5. But again, you got on skinny jeans. You got on contacts. I'm telling you, there was so much wrong with that nail polish. And I'm thinking like there was so much wrong with the picture where I'm just like, what the? And I promise you I wasn't going to say nothing because I said something about this more than once. But I had to say something again this time. Even in person, particular men want to tell you what a turnoff is, mind you. And all of their flaws are deal breakers. I mean, from head to toe. It's fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. All of their check marks are up. It ain't a, oh, maybe, oh, if you just turn water, it's a, no. One of these violations will be a deal breaker. And they have the nerve to have at least 5 of them. But had the nerve to turn around and state their claim as to what's a turn off to them. And I'm thinking, like, good God. Put it this way. If we put him on if he goes to court, he'll be getting the death penalty. This is a man in the flesh. The men that were online were guilty of wearing skinny jeans. They both had on skinny jeans. One of them had on orange contacts. I like natural women. He like natural women. And then here's another thing too. These guys they're guilty of wearing hair weave themselves. Oh, actually, hold on. How about this? Let me pause on that. And I'm going to fast forward or rewind to the Hebrew Israelites. Because we need to call them out as well. Because they'll tell you in a second, hey, you got your arms out. What you got on pants for? Hey, she got on pants. So let's just say, okay, the women are not supposed to be wearing pants. Put on a skirt and a dress and sit down somewhere. But again, while the woman is supposed to take her pants off and put on a dress, you are wearing skinny jeans, aka leggings. Because here's the thing. I don't know if y'all ever put on a pair of skinny jeans or quote unquote tight pants or leggings, but you have to point your legs and put them on as if you're putting on pantyhose. So you have to do those, swivel it up your leg all the way up your thigh. And if you're lucky, you can get it past your bussy. Men like that will be having on, mind you, and do what you want to do. But I'm thinking the problem is when you're out of order, how the hell are you going to tell a woman about her dress code? And again, you got on skinny jeans. Mind you, you got to point your, I'm going to put y'all through the science of this. You got to point your foot. This is a man pointing his foot to put his one leg in his pants. And he got to swivel it up to his upper thigh. Point his other leg. Swivel it up to his upper thigh. And, do I want to cover my bussy or I want to leave it out? Because you know what, those tight pants, sometimes you got to leave the bussy out because there ain't enough room to put them damn pants up. Or you could pull them up. But at the end of the day, you got on skinny jeans. You got a whole mute out here. But yeah, at the end of the day, you got on skinny jeans. And I'm thinking that's the problem. Because you get men that they will come out with a pressing curl. I see men with their hair and nail and makeup done. You see what I'm saying? And then I see memes with skinny jeans on. So again, who's going to criticize it? The men. Now, it's one thing to say I'm out of order and you out of order. Okay, we both out of order. Okay, let's be out of order together. But again, if I'm out of order and I have the nerve to tell you about your dress code and I'm all the way out of order to the point where, okay, I'm the reason why you wearing pants because I done took all the damn skirts and the blouses. Here's another thing too before I shut up. If you rewind or fast forward to the men's saviors, as if, i.e. your Kevin Samuels, your Anton Daniels, your, what's that Arab dude? Now I cannot think of his damn name. The Arab dude, the one always got something to say about black women. I cannot think of his name, but I think he's like a Middle Eastern. To hell, but they don't matter what the hell his name is, because I'm sure somebody's guilty of it. But these men are all guilty of wearing skinny jeans, to say the least. Now, mind you, they're guilty of more things, and they're guilty of talking with a lisp too. Ooh. Now they'll buck up on the women, when the men come around, their eyes will light up. They'll humble themselves. Hands stay attended to. They don't raise their voice. But women around, bitch, get out of here. All of those men that I named that are your savior will rise up against women, and they're guilty of wearing skinny jeans. Mind you, which started off on the woman and somehow ended up on the behind of these men that are telling you how to hell dress and how to act. You see what I'm saying? And again, there's nothing wrong with telling somebody about themselves. Hey, get back in line. Or hey, you're in the wrong department. Please make that known. But I'm thinking the problem is when you're out of order, it's hard. And even then, let's just say you're out of order. We all out of order. That doesn't mean you can't receive the message, but I'm thinking the problem is when you are completely out of order, it's hard for me to listen to you. When you are out of order. Again, if you're wearing skinny jeans, I don't care if I'm asshole naked. I'm not listening to no man with no damn, that had to point his foot and swivel his ass into them. Literally. I wish I could do the swivel right now. Basically, shimmy your hips from east, west, to swivel those pants over, above, or up under your bussy. And you want me to say, ooh, the nigga with skinny jeans on told me to cover my pussy up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's going to be hard for me to take that message coming from, you know what I mean? Swine for swine. And there's only a such thing as the blind leading the blind and the dead burying the dead. That's the only thing you can do is lead me to slaughter. You cannot tell me to be fully clothed when you are out of order as far as appearance and as far as attire. If you're guilty of wearing lipstick and wearing makeup and getting your hair and nail done, to say the least, I'm not even going to talk about those skinny jeans that may or may not cover up your bussy, mind you. And I'm not even going to talk about the part where, to hell with the women, but your eyes light up for the men. Basically, you'll humble yourself with the men. Ooh, keep your hands on your lap when a man is around. But the woman be all type of bitches, ain't got to do nothing, and you already jumping on her. But you straighten up for the men. Like I said, that's the effing problem with the world. And that's why the men in the world are losing. Because if y'all swear y'all the leaders, we are in trouble. Okay, we are in trouble. If y'all are the leaders, don't bother stopping hell that's already here, okay? Because it's our actions, our surroundings are speaking volumes. And it's speaking volumes because let the men tell it, they're perfect, they're without a spot or wrinkle. And they're on their P's and Q's. It's just the women that are out of control, the women and the children. And again, under your leadership, the women and the children are out of control. What is it going on at the top that it's all effed up at the bottom? And another thing too, they get very delusional when it's time to call out the men enjoying men. Now, another one of your saviors, which is Kevin Samuels, and ask me, all of them are guilty of guy on guy. But Kevin Samuels said out of his own mouth, I don't know if somebody shopped and screwed it and said, okay, put this with that one. But he said, hey, it's time for men to start laying with men because the women ain't shit. And y'all still praise him. This guy wears skinny jeans. I seen him in his full attire. I might even post it as a thumbnail. But he had on tight pants. And if you think that is appropriate as a grown-ass man to be wearing tight-ass pants, then that's going to speak volumes. My point has been proven, okay? You cannot be guilty of sucking up all the dick out here because the women ain't no good. And that's another thing, too. Now, mind you, I'll just say this and shut up. But there was a gentleman, I think his name was Q, on the Anti-Daniels panel. He basically said, because the woman said, well, why are the men gay? He blames on the women. Oh, because y'all women ain't shit, so now we got to, like Kevin Samuels said, now we got to lay with other men. And I'm thinking he was already gay because he talked with a lisp. So he didn't get that from no damn Kevin Samuels. He was already gay, but I think they just need a reason and a window of opportunity to do so. Because if you give these men a reason to bend their wrist, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna know the women from the men. Because we all are some bitches, okay? We all are. We all out here sucking them down. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm dead laughing, but very effing serious. That is the problem with the world. The men are out of order, okay? And like I said, they're getting more and more flimsy, more and more feminine. Like when I say with these men on the ground, I'm looking at like, good God. I mean, overly big black men being overly feminine. There was maybe 10, 15 years ago in Georgia, I seen a big black man in a tube dress, basically a little half-top dress. And he wasn't walking with this muscle man, fully muscled. Looked like he came straight from the muscle pageant. Muscly arms, 12-pack, everything was muscle from top to bottom. And he just had on a tube top dress. He had on a dress, and he wasn't like, oh, I'm a man. No, a real man with a dress, and he was looking like, yeah, I got on a dress. Come say something. All I could do was like look like, whoa. Look, my eyes is as big as hell. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And this was years ago. At a time such as this, it's more prevalent. You're going to see quote unquote real men with real dresses on and real skinny jeans talking like this, sucking up all the dick. We is in trouble. So I would say for y'all Hebrew Israelites, or to y'all quote unquote real men, or y'all Kevin Samuels lovers out there who want the women to get in line, get yourself in line. Get to the bottom of why are y'all men sucking up all the dick out here, to where now women, they gotta turn to each other if they want to campaign. Because I can promise you, as I'm looking around, I'm like, ooh. Ask me if I want a relationship, but I would rather, yeah, I would rather just have pet roaches and turn them into wine or something, or make a snack out of those, to tell you the truth. Because if you look at your, what is it, your portion, or what is the collective of these men these days, and I'm not talking about the ones with the busted wrist. I'm talking about the ones with the busted wrist come to them saying they want a quote unquote straight man. It goes, the rabbit holes go deep. It goes deep, y'all. It goes deep. But the moral of the story is you cannot be out of order trying to whip the women in shape. Again, how dare you talk about her attire and you are wearing skinny jeans, and that's to say the least. Skinny jeans, say, ain't nothing wrong with skinny jeans. I know it ain't, girlfriend. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with lipstick either. Ain't nothing wrong with sucking up all the dick either. It ain't. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Until there is something wrong with it. Be well and be safe.